shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles, located at 204 East McGalliard Road in Muncie and on eBay as well. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit. Hey, what is up, y'all? This is Alex from Plus 3 TCG, and I'm coming at y'all with a tournament report. This weekend, I was at Indianapolis Regionals, and I took Spyrals. Even though they hit Resort, I still think Spyrals are the good choice to go for. Not the best choice, because, spoiler alert, Pendulums won. Shout out to Harvey for doing so well and winning his first Regionals. But I chose to play Spyral instead of that because this is what I was most comfortable with. I do think Pendulum Magicians is probably the best deck to be playing at the moment, but like I said, I played this for comfort. I already have the invite. I was going for the top, trying to sneak in there with Spyrals. Didn't go out very well. I went X3 for the day. The deck is a lot brickier now that you can't play so many terraformings and so many resorts. So there's some changes I probably would make. Potentially putting in more terraformings, maybe trying out the Destrudo engine with Ravine. I really don't like the idea of doing that because it just forces you to go into Resort, and you want to be doing that with Master Plan, as we all know, but I think they're here nor there. Let's just get into the deck profile and the tournament report. So of course, I'm not going to go like too crazy into the explanations. Pretty self-explanatory. Playing one Quick Fix, one Drone, one Last Resort, one Master Plan, one Sleeper, all standard, 3 Super Agent, 3 Tough. Trying to really open these more times than not with the combo now. If you open the Drone, that's great with Super Agent. If not, you're really trying to open up the Tough and Super Agent. Hand traps, playing 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Droll. That's one of the changes I would probably make, is cut Droll completely. It's like can stop Pendulum Magician in their tracks, but if they're like playing Gamma, it can like go bad real quick, because this then turns into quite the neg. So I'll probably take out Drolls, maybe even take out the Ogres and put Gammas in, but I couldn't get those in time. Foolish Burial Goods, this card is good, especially with the spicy tech at the very end I'll be showing you. Not my idea. Rhoda, pretty self-explanatory. Foolish Burial, also still pretty standard. 1 for 1. This card I was liking like not very well today because it was getting ashed, and that is a -1 for me, and that is very bad. 1 Spyral Resort, I actually saw this quite a bit today, and I still would end on Decode Talker, Sleeper, so it's like drawing, it's not like terrible, so that's why I'm willing to try out the Destrudo combo to search it out if it can still get me into the Decode Talker Sleeper, or just into Sleeper a lot easier. We will see though. 2 Big Red. This was pretty clutch. I mean, I drew it a couple times when I couldn't like use it with another monster. Like I would draw just 1 Tough or 1 Super Agent and 1 Big Red, and it would give me a next turn to summon a monster. But more times than not, I wasn't drawing into the Spyral monsters themselves. So finding a way to get those into the hand a lot quicker is ideal. 1 Assault. This is happening still. Not often, not as often, but still. Double Summon, this was kind of clutch, kind of not. Came in a couple clutch times, but other than that, I would say like it bricked half the time, because there were times, like I said, I was opening up like 1 Spyral monster, and then 1 Double Summon really isn't doing anything if you don't have an additional monster to summon. 1 Monster Reborn, this came in clutch quite a bit. Saw it when I needed it, and I never saw it outside of that. 1 Upstart was actually supposed to be an evenly matched, but the person I was going to potentially borrow from couldn't get it to me. That's alright though. And for the spice, the Shuffle Reborn. So this is how we are getting our Spyral Resorts back into the deck if we can't get Master Plan. Shuffle Reborn, if you don't know what this does, the first part is like less relevant, but it's still pretty good. If you control no monsters, target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also banish it during the end phase. So if it's off the field, it no longer banished. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one card you control, shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. Now, obviously, you can see where the synergy is. You draw into your Spyral Resort. You can send this with full Spyral goods, and then search with Resort, and send it back. And then hopefully you don't draw it. But if you do, I mean, I guess you just get another search. Look the traps. 2 rescue. 2 evenly matched. This actually came in clutch a lot. Adding back some of the Spyral monsters when I needed them won me a lot of games. I know I went X3 and I ended up getting 42nd at the regional, but this was one of the reasons that I didn't lose the games that I did, because I was able to add back some of the stuff if it got into the grindy games. But usually I was just sweeping with the Deco Talker and Sleeper Last Resort with a summoned Super Agent in the other zone, so I could go for exactly 8,000. And of course, even match. As far as like the matchups went, I think round one. Oh man, round one was. Oh man, I'm honestly like drawing a complete blank on what round one was. It was a round one loss though. True King Dinos. It wasn't like the most effective like match, but bricks to bricks, and that's where like it all started to kind of go downhill from there. And then round 2 and 3 was Chain Burn. Round 4 was honestly everything is kind of like blurry. I guess I didn't really pay attention too much today as far as like my matchups, because I know I faced a Spyral Mirror match, and then I went last round was Mermails. Then I lost the Mirror match, lost the True King Dino match, and then I lost to Trick Stars. I played 2 Trick Stars, lost to one of them, beat the other one. Whew, man. Might have forgot a matchup, but it's all good. Double Helix for the extra deck, 1 Link Karibo, Proxy Dragon, Ib, Underclock Taker. Didn't really like come up too much. Came up one time. Ningirsu came up twice. Deco Talker, don't even need to talk about how much that came up. Guy Saber came up once because I had already ran through the Deco Talker. Trigate never came up. Might cut it because it's like impossible to make unless you like play Soul Charge, and I don't think going second playing Soul Charge is the most optimal. Firewall Dragon, Borload, Tornado Dragon, Baguska, and Princess Sprite to wrap up the extra deck. You're not going into a lot of the extra deck as much anymore, because like the play extension just isn't there like it used to be. For the side deck, Chaos Hunter, this was alright for the most part. Like everything was like subpar today. Nothing went like super according to plan. The Shuffle Reborn was absolutely nuts. This card is great in Spirals, and I think you should be playing this now. But like the side deck, I didn't play any Pendulum today, probably because I scrubbed out. Magical Spring would, I think, would have been semi-effective, but I think it would probably cut it for Unending Nightmare, or might keep it and just like keep testing it with the Twin Twisters, because these in theory are still pretty good. Book of Eclipse and Raigeki. Book of Eclipse, I only got to resolve this twice, and in both times, well, one time I pretty much lost me the game because I couldn't clear his board, so I got to flip 2 up, draw 2, so that wasn't ideal, but the Raigeki came in clutch. A couple times in round 1, game 2, my opponent, like he went first. He was playing True King Dinos, and he went Diagram. He opened Diagram, Miscellaneous, and Overraptor, which is a way to go into Trish and Calamities. But for some reason, he chose not to go into that. He went to Chambara, the level 9 True King, Fire, and Giant Rex and a Baby Ceratosaurus in defense because they got destroyed during end phase. And then I top deck Raigeki, cleared the board, he summoned an Oviraptor, and then I proceeded to lose because I couldn't clear his board because all I had was a Tough. That's the only monster I drew was a Tough. Anyways, off my soapbox. So if I was going first against pretty much just Trick Stars or like, I guess, like stun decks, shout out to Brian for doing so well, but that's for another deck profile. So this is pretty much just for Trick Stars right here. It did the job, but I still only won 50% of my Trick Star matches. One was like kind of an ineffective play, the other one was pretty like competent for the most part. That is the deck profile and the tournament report. Sorry about like the shoddy match report, but for the most part everything was like subpar, like I said, and I'm looking forward to testing out Spyrals more and seeing how I can make them a little bit more consistent, trying out the Destrudo engine and seeing if I really like it. But until next time, y'all, let's hope I can get a top. And this is Alex with Plus for TCG, signing out, y'all.